How's it going, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of LEGO City Undercover. And in today's episode, we're continuing where we haven't left off last episode, because last episode we actually left off at the end of this route that I had to take with a UFO. Now that I think about it, I could have flied there all by myself, and I started recording when I got there, but whatever. So last episode was pretty long, and I remember that I was recording like 3 episodes in a row, and that it kind of like I was a little annoyed and fucking didn't want to play this game. Well, today I do kind of want to play this game. I mean, I don't have anything against playing this game. It's like a better way to put it than really want to play this game. Now I think about it, I think I rarely have a feeling where maybe when I play a new game or a game that I really love. Like whenever I make a new episode, like a bonus episode of Crash Team Racing, I really want to make those because they're fucking awesome. I mean, awesome. I don't suppose I can judge the quality of my own videos, because for me they're fine. For me they're good, but I really like playing that game because I'm kind of obsessed with that game, you know? I kind of regularly play it, which regularly playing a game rarely happens to me recently. I don't know, I think the last game that I played regularly was like TF2. That was like 5 years ago maybe. But all my friends used to play that game. And TF2, I feel like on Twitter, because what a weird resurface. Because everyone's talking about it, everyone's praising the game for being the best fucking hero shooter. Everyone's talking about how it, I don't know, it's great and it's underappreciated. But no one wants to like go back and play it, I feel like. I get there's still people playing it. The game is still in like top 10 most played games on Steam all over the world. Which is good, I like that. But
we can make use of.
But I feel like for me personally, I don't know what would have to happen in the game for me to play it. I was thinking about this a couple of times, and I think if I would have to replay the game, because at a time like these 5 years ago when I was playing that game, I was kind of like a PC gamer more. But then every single game that I tried to get was like either just too much for my little computer to run, and I got a console and I learned that, oh well, I don't have to fucking optimize anything here, that's cool. And I just never did that, and yeah, but it was like my story with how I kind of for a while was PC gaming. It was like I was pretty much console player all my life. Since I was like 4, I had a PS1. Then later I had a PS2, a PS3, and during that time when I had a PS3, I kind of think like I was bored of it. Maybe because at the time I didn't have like friends with consoles too, and I just kind of was stuck with whatever games I happened to have, and I couldn't borrow anything from anyone else. And so this is where we left off last episode, I think. I don't know, that's been a while ago, it was like 2 weeks ago. For me, for you, it's been like a day ago when the video came out. I wish there was like a dodge button. It's like a roll. Well, I can jump, but I wouldn't count as dodging. Also, what's with the camera angle? Yeah, stop cheering, just punch me, come on. And I was playing on PC a lot. Games I played on PC were like, I mean, it's not like at that point in time I just all of a sudden switched to PC, because I happened to like throughout this whole time when I played on consoles, I would just play Minecraft on PC. I sometimes played like Terraria, I think, and some games that I couldn't get on consoles I would try out on PC. What's over here? Look, I found a character. That's cool. And later I feel like when I got a PS4, I just kinda haven't played on PC anything, because on PS4 I could just play better games. And way more of them.
Think you can open it?
And what would get me to play TF2 again, in my opinion,
There you go.
is, of course, if it would come out on a console.
Blackwell's
But I
mansion is
doubt
huge.
this is gonna
Split
happen.
up.
Yes.
And
Good
TF2
luck,
actually
kids.
wasn't a console, it was actually on PS3, but it came with the orange box. So you got Half-Life 2, Episode 1, I think. I'm not sure, I think Portal 1 and then TF2 on an orange box on PS3. Which TF2 version of on PS3 was like never updated, it just was like the base TF2. Which base TF2 compared to today's TF2 is, well, not drastically different, still probably get the idea, but it's quite different. By the way, we have been here already, remember? We had on, actually I think like last episode we've been, or 2 episodes ago. The episode called Agent Smith, I remember because I called it that because there was like this Agent Smith reference. And maybe I shouldn't beat the fuck out of everything because there's a lot of stuff to beat the crap out of. And I remember that episode because I had to upload it twice, because one time when I uploaded before I went to Greece, because I was in Greece for like 2 weeks, but I was talking about this whole trip and like everything that happened in my Cube Let's Play.
I hope all the
so if you're
security
curious,
means Natalia's nearby.
go check out my Cube Let's Play. Please don't kick me, god damn it. He broke his spine. Good. No one liked his spine anyway. So, and yeah, I uploaded like... God damn it. What a jackass. I uploaded videos for like 3 weeks forward, but some of them broke and just didn't upload it, so when I came back I had to upload them again. And one of them was that episode of LEGO City. That's how I remember it. That's all there is to this incredibly interesting story. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's happened to me today, but I think I ate so bad. It's just like every time I get these like fucking, not to be gross, but like
Silver
this acid
statue and a giant letter B.
going through my fucking throat.
Blackwell.
I don't know what causes that to happen, but like sometimes it would happen to me. This feeling of like acid. Because it is like stomach acid, just like kind of going back. I do feel like I'm near vomiting. It's pretty disgusting. This is cool. I remember this place from the original game because it was one of the few levels I replayed multiple times for some reason.
Whoa! It's like he paid Frank to do his wiring.
Yeah, Frank, what happened to him? I don't remember what happened to him. I hope he's dead. Oh, you know what I just reminded myself of? I was saying that I should at some point create my own characters to play as instead of playing as some of the default ones. But I don't know, do I have enough stuff to make actually anything interesting with them? There's like someone who can actually destroy stuff. I can't destroy that. I'm gonna go and beat the crap out of everything. I do like beating the crap out of LEGO things. The noises in this game are so nice. I think you could call this an ASMR with the breaking LEGO sound effect from games. But I don't know what the fuck does an ASMR mean, really. Why can't I pick this up? There we go. I never been into it, by the way. Like, I watched some of these videos, but it's like, I don't know, should I have like some kind of headset appropriate on for this? People have these weird microphones with like ears on them. These are strange kind of videos. And I especially find funny the ones like, which is just something absurd. Like Yoda eating a fucking sandwich while his parents are getting divorced. ASMR. And it's like, and it sounds like it's a joke video, but it's just like actually some guy making Yoda sound effects, making Yoda's noises, or whatever I should call this. Like he's eating a sandwich, with some people arguing in the background. Which, now that I think about it, maybe those were actually the guy who made the video of his parents getting divorced, and he's just not giving a fuck about it, I guess. I don't know, I give a fuck if my parents got divorced, but I guess some people just don't. I remember that episode of Cramp Twins? I never liked Cramp Twins that much, but I remember that in the evenings, when I would just have pretty much Cartoon Network turned on like non-stop all day, when I was doing something else, and I would just have it turned on in the background just to have some noise. And the Cramp Twins would go there in like evenings, and I remember an episode where one of the kids got divorced.
The playground?
And then the
That's
meaner
just
one, I
weird.
forgot their names.
Weirder, is I kinda wanted to play on that slide.
The meaner twin, I remember he got all excited that he wanted to get his parents divorced. Because the kid was keep talking about how many gifts he gets because of that divorce. He wanted to get gifts. I remember that I really didn't like that fucking show. Because it was like... I guess you were supposed to sympathize with the nicer twin. But the nicer twin was like kind of an asshole too, but in a less mean way. He was more like very manipulative instead of just being a bully who walks up to you and beats you, right? Yeah, he was all about this like environment. He was like an environmentalist. But then whenever he like it didn't work for him, it seemed like it didn't benefited him. It just he wasn't into it too much. Or maybe this is just a false memory I have about the show. That show sucks anyway, so who cares? A show that didn't suck that I recently watched all the way through, which I think I was talking about before because I probably began watching it a while ago, is Bobobo, which is an anime. Came out around like early 2000. I remember watching it on like Fox Kids or some shit. And I remember just like a couple of things from it. I remember an episode where one of the guys went to like a theme park and he got lost in like a spooky house. Why am I doing this, by the way? I'm good at this. Don't judge my playstyle. And an episode where they were inside like a tower and a taxi showed up all of a sudden. And the beginning when Bobo gave exposition of what he's doing, who is he. So anyway, I watched the whole thing, which I never did before. I thought I did one time, but apparently I never did, because only recently I watched all 76 episodes. And the thing that I find weird about this, which I never could confirm officially from any official sources, why haven't Bobo been continued? Because I heard things that parents actually complained about how Bobo is so stupid and just wacky that it actually made the parents worried that their kids might be getting dumber because of this. But seriously, is that the reason? I kinda doubt. Because this is like way more fucked up shit and like cartoon shows from that time era, and just for Bobo all of a sudden to be the one to be cancelled. It's a really big shame because episode 76 does not conclude the show. Like, the characters talk about how this is the last episode, but they do not act like this is the last episode. Episode ends with the main bad guy being like, oh shit, I'm now so powerful, you will never defeat me. And then some of the other previous bad guys, like Halakulani and Over, I believe, they teamed up with the good guys, so it was pretty cool to see the bad guys team up with the good guys for once. Actually, for once. I think it happened before in that show, like Rice. Rice was one of the bad guys that turned good. And yeah, the anime never finished. It just kinda ends on that episode and just never continues. The funny thing is that narrator said something about how maybe they'll have a 20 years reunion, 20 anniversary reunion one day. So I suppose that means we gotta wait until 2024 for Bobo to get continued. I bet, I unironically think, if Bobo did get continued, I think people would watch it. I think people would rewatch the old episodes and just to know what the hell this is about because it's so wacky. Maybe this show was actually ahead of its time and no one knew that it's gonna be the type of humor is just gonna be popular. Like just not making any sense kind of humor is gonna be popular at some point. And it's like when you get to it, the show kind of makes sense with the stupid things going on. that everything's just not what you expect it to be. And I admit some episodes are kind of lamer than others. Like I particularly didn't like how in the show there's this like reoccurring theme of going to theme parks, where Bubba Boy and the gang would just go to a theme park. Like early in this show, they go to a theme park and they fight Jelly Jiggler, who later becomes one of the main characters, like a punching bag of the team. And later in the show, they go to another theme park, a completely different one. And then, like towards the end, they return to the first theme park, which is now run by completely different people, and it's like different. But apparently, it's still the same one. Jelly Jiggler even comments on how he used to be a general in this area, and now it's run by someone else, and he wants to get revenge. But it's like he wants to get revenge, and he's like, I guess he should need to be capable in a way. Like even the lamest characters sometimes defeat the biggest badasses in the show. Because like, I don't know, they would just all of a sudden say like, oh, I'm actually badass, and they just be pretending the whole time that I'm a stupid idiot. And then it turns out it's true, and he actually becomes badass for like 5 seconds. It's happening. What happened to me? I started surfing for no reason. Have you guys ever surfed? I feel like surfing, as much as everyone knows about that kind of sport, it's a very obscure sport. Like, because to surf you would have to live near an ocean or a water source that often has waves. It's a very wavy ocean, so I guess Pacific Ocean, I don't know, doesn't have a lot of waves. I imagine needs to have some reasonable waves. Because when you watch like the movies, I don't know, maybe they have a weird depiction of surfing from like Disney movies that always have some kind of surfer dude. It's always some tall buff guy with long blonde hair and like a shitty tribal tattoo. For some reason, I don't know why. Just Disney being racist, I guess. It's always taking place on some kind of island. But it's such a specific sport, you have to be in such a specific spot. It's usually like these spots near like oceans, like I said. I don't think it's like cool, like with snowboarding even. All you have to do is just get a snowy mountain, that's it. But then if you wanna surf, you have to like wait for a wave too. You can't just simply go and like start surfing, you have to wait for like a wave, so it's pretty much depends on if there's any waves going on, if there's like a storm happening. And I guess if there's a storm happening, then you're not gonna surf, because that might actually kill you. Anyway, why are these LEGO episodes are getting so long? I had to change up my... Ooh, purple. I meant to change up my characters. I just didn't have an occasion to do it. I had a chance. I don't know what to... I saved the money for... we actually got, when we went to Greece, we actually got some money from school, just so we can spend it there. And I did brought back some money, and I had some of my money. So right now I have money saved up for Cyberpunk. But I thought maybe I'll get something on Christmas. I was thinking of getting a VR headset, but VR headsets are not getting cheaper for any year. They're just like equally expensive every goddamn year. And it's like the price I would have spent on Cyberpunk 2077. You just fucking die. It's like maybe well, not 1/10, but like 1/8 of the price of a VR headset. Because I just really wanted to play Astrobot, and then it makes me question again: is it worth getting a VR headset just to play like a couple of games I wanted to play, like Super Hot and Astrobot? Because I feel like it's the kind of thing with, like, when I bought a PlayStation Move for my PS3. Yeah, I played a couple of games, it was pretty fun. But then I just never played it again. I feel like VR is more something for... It's like a gadget, it's not like worth getting. Remember a Wonder Book? You guys remember that? That was like the most weird fucking thing PS3 had. It was like official Sony thing too. But what it was... What's happening? Oh look, a red brick. What did it give me? Well, I can't use it in a level. Guess I gotta finish the level to find out what it does. What was I saying? Before I got distracted? I can't reach it. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Wonder Book. So it was like a book that you brought in front of your PlayStation Eye. Or PlayStation Eye was the PS2 thing. That little PlayStation Move camera, what the fuck it was called? It was PlayStation Eye, right? I remember PlayStation 2 had a camera. And I think PSP might have a camera, but it was called PlayStation Eye. But I'm not sure what the PS3 equivalent of that was called. Which I still have, it's on my on top of my PS3. Oh, why did you punch me? These guys are such dicks, I can't believe it. And there were like 2 games that ever came out for this, and they were both Harry Potter themed, so that's great. And I mean, great, maybe for some people it is great, but I just said it in an ironic tone because it's like only 2 games ever came out for this, so it means that no one ever wanted to develop anything for this. One for them was like about spells, and one of them was about making potions. And I had the one about spells. And basically what you did is you sat in front of your TV with a camera, you opened the book and it had like these pictures. In reality it had like these strange pictures, but when you looked at the TV, the book turned into like this magic book, magic spell book, and you could have like learned spells and do stuff in front of you. And I remember that the Wonder Book was like the first game I beat on a platinum. I got a platinum achievement, like for getting all the achievements. And you know what I did to get all the achievements? Just beat the game, that's it. I beat it like once. And I feel like I had so many accessories to PS3, like I had the PS3 gun, which I feel like it wasn't a gun, it was like a holder for the PS Move that was shaped like a gun. But that was actually kind of fun. There was like this game that was called The Shoot. It's a pretty stupid name now that I think about it. But it was basically, you're on this like movie set. It's like an unreal shooter, and you're in a movie set, which I guess explains why the game doesn't have blood and you just kind of shoot like random fucking paper cutouts. Or like cardboard cutouts instead of real people. And there were like a bunch of other shooting games for the stupid accessory. But yeah, guess it was alright. Another one I had, which I never used, was a steering wheel, which I thought would be pretty cool to maybe use in GTA 4. I remember that GTA 4 had this weird setting where you could control cars by tilting the controller around, which I don't think anyone used, but you could do it. And it was like accessible from your phone, which I feel like everybody at least tried it when they played GTA 4 for the first time, but no one ever used. And that wasn't me, that was the game. The game, please stop barking at me.
I'm outside Blackwell Tower. Looks like most of LEGO City's here too.
I actually got that accessory from buying a
Put your talk back on, honey. You're
special
still
edition.
on
It just
duty.
kind of came with the game.
I still haven't managed
but
to
it
get through to
was-
Natalia.
That's because Blackwell has her. Natalia's dad's a scientist who was refusing to help Blackwell build some kind of shield thing, so Blackwell used Natalia as leverage. Long story short, your dog probably didn't get walked today.
Wow. Okay, well, the conference won't be starting for a while. They put
What are
up
they
this
talking about,
giant
dogs?
electronic countdown.
Well, that's not ominous. Once I find something, I'll call you.
I feel like we're actually close to the end of the game. I thought maybe there's like one more chapter where you get the jetpack. Maybe you get the jetpack like towards the end. That kinda sucks. What I'm gonna do after this, we're gonna do Tales of the Borderlands. Yes, we're actually gonna do Tales of the Borderlands. And I know I probably should have played it before because I already did everything else Borderlands. But I just kind of forgot and I did it, and I did this out of order. But does it even matter?
Nothing happened. Maybe there's another switch.
What happened? I can see a target up there. I can't seem to aim for it. Well, we got one more.
And that's why I'm not allowed in libraries anymore.
Did it beat the shit out of the books? Well, I thought that's what libraries were made of for. Relieving stress. Anyway, I think I ran out of things to say, and I'm just saying anyway in hopes that I'll come up with something to talk about. I was talking about PS3 accessories. I had a dancing mat for my PS2, and I'll talk about PS2 accessories I had. And it never worked. So I don't know if I got nothing to say about it because I never got to even play it. I can't even get on top of that flower. Should I not be able to get on top of that flower? You know what annoys me in this room? I'm not sure which thing I should do first. Because I want to get everything I can possibly collect here. But then I don't want to like lose something. Like going and making things out of order. Also, I just recorded the... Oh yeah, the mine, sorry. I just recorded the new DLC that came out for Borderlands 3, which was this Assault on Maliwan's something. I forgot what it was called. And I just played it. But whatever it was called, oh, I see a marker. I see a target. Please don't end the level. Ah, shit, I saw a target and I could have do the thing.
Did you find Natalia?
No, sorry. But it looks like I found Forrest Blackwell's secret. He's a model-making nerd.
What a nerd.
Evil genius. This is his plan. Look.
Only
this is
nerds
my
do
face
models. I
polarized
once tried to put a model of
bumble.
like a bike
He
together,
means to fly to the moon.
How?
but I never
Shuttle
finished
on Apollo
it.
Island isn't big enough for all his cronies, and you can't exactly.
For no
hide a
reason, I
giant
just kind of
rocket
got
in
bored
Lego
as a kid for
City.
putting
The
tiny
countdown!
pieces together and have to like glue them together and
Ellie,
screw some other
you have to
things
get
together,
everyone
and
away
it's just
from
like
Blackwell
annoyed me
Tower.
because there's so
Now.
many pieces.
Okay, but why?
Blackwell
And I
Tower
remember
is a
that I had a
rocket.
model of
When it
a
takes off,
Y-wing
it'll fry
from
everything within
Star
10
Wars.
blocks, sending you
Not an
evidence.
X-wing, but the Y-wing,
Right.
which is a different
Everyone,
looking
You
X-wing.
need to clear the area.
Cooler looking in my opinion.
Look.
Y-wings
We
are
don't have
cooler.
long, but we may be able to help.
How?
I'll tell you on the way.
Is there a Z? I unlocked free play. Attract bricks. Oh, I got a brick magnet. I was about to say that I wish I got a brick magnet in this game, so I wouldn't have to like walk right into the studs. Hey, that's a brick magnet, not a stud magnet, is it? Then I locked the jetpack, and I locked the guy. I don't know what his name is. I don't really care. And I'm a LEGO City hero, and of course I am. With cheats on. Well, those aren't cheats, those are extras that I unlocked. So it's legal. I'm not cheating, guys, don't worry. It'll be funny if I lost footage of an episode like this later in the game. Which the game already crashed on me twice, but crashing I feel like isn't an issue anymore because it seems like an update to PlayStation system have changed. When game crashes, the footage gets recorded
I'm going to Blackwell Tower.
instead of
I
just
need
disappearing.
you to go to my building in
Which is
Auburn
way better, of
Docks.
course.
Okay, what am I doing?
I just said you're going to my building in Auburn Docks.
And when I get there?
I have working prototypes of the magic bubble machine there. They're
Magic
in my
bubble.
laboratory.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm
If this
going
guy's
to
name's
invert the
Kowalski, why
polarity
does
of the
he have like a
neutron
German
net.
accent?
I'm going to tell the mystical pixies that
because he
live
looks like
inside
Einstein?
here-
I'm not an idiot, Professor. Are you gonna use the magic bubble to contain the rocket's exhaust?
Yes, exactly.
And what if you can't?
Then I'm going to get a very good
At
time.
least this episode seemed to have been shorter than some of the other episodes. Even though I'm still looking at cutscenes and not finishing playing the game. I think I can do it now. Oh, I have a timer. I got a timer, guys. And I got a jetpack too. So, even though I have a timer on my ass right now, I'm not gonna totally ignore this. And I'm just gonna... Actually, I could have finished the episode when I was there. Whatever, I'm gonna finish the episode on the Tilted Tower here. Totally a Fortnite reference, I bet. No, what is happening? Why am I turning around? I know where I'm supposed to go, I just wanted to not go there. Thank you very much.
Sorry, police business.
What's happening to me right now? I don't care. Why is there so many clowns in this location? See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.